problem with them is, though, they can just put anything on, can't they? They can change things, like... Well, they do it with you all the time, you know, to make you look like a liar. They've done it with me, both of us have done it with... You know what I mean?
Listen, we've been given the fucking run around here, mate. Proper. But the thing is they ain't getting away with it because they've been caught out. And I don't blame you, because I know that you're in the middle, don't know who to fucking turn to, who to trust, who to tell the truth to, right? Bill Maloney's making you say names of people that you don't know. I've got a mainstream journalist that I've spoken to the other day, right? I'll play you a clip in a minute if you want. I'll play it for you down the phone. And this woman, who was an ex-mainstream journalist, has come to me and she said, I was offered Andrew Ash to do an interview with him, and I was told that he'd name anyone that I wanted him to, and it came from Bill. Bill offered you to this woman.
It'd be about right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is what they were doing to you, and it's fucking wrong. It's wrong, mate. It's wrong.
There's
but
lots of money out of them. They're just exploiting, like, you know, because I've come a long way since I was in 1990, like, when I was just out of it and everything, coming out of it and stuff, like...
Yeah, getting on with your life.
In London and stuff, and so I've come a long way, you know what I mean, since then.
Yeah.
Like,
Andrew, what about the thing, because Bill started trying to wind me up later on, yeah, when he told me that there was a death threat and we was all on the hit list, right? I can play you the recording of him, right? I've got Bill on tape going, I'm fucking playing this cunt. I've had him crying on the phone and all that. This is Bill talking about you. I'm playing this cunt. Oh, do you know what? Let me find it.
If you've got that, you should put it online.
I'm gonna put it online, mate. It's going in the next video.
Because I've got nothing to hide with anything you put online.
I know you ain't.
Doing right.
I know you ain't.
He's proving them for being liars.
Andrew, I'm going to help you, mate. Remember I said to you, I'm going to help you. I'm going to fucking help you. I promise you. I'm going to help you.
And I wish I could say my say. I wish I was lucky enough to be able to speak on a radio station or something like you. You know, with you as well. You know what I mean? And,
listen, mate. Me and you will have our time when you're ready. Right, and you want to tell your story properly with no one interfering. I'd like Mary to.
I like to be able to, because I like to be able to back you, to tell you that.
Well, you can back me, and I want you to feel safe, and I want you to have Mary there, someone you can trust.
No, that wouldn't happen without NAPEC, not without the NAPEC you thing in place, you know, like.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Mary said that you need to have the right protections.
From me, that's just like...
No, it's fine. Andrew, I want you to be protected, mate. I don't want to trap you. I'm not Bill Maloney, mate, right? I'm not Bill Maloney. I'm not here to trap you. I want you to be able to just tell your fucking story, right? And I am gonna obliterate Bill Maloney. The next video that goes up, that geezer won't be showing his face ever again. Or the people that have been around him that have been setting you up and setting me up. Because people on the next video, they're finished. I promise you, Andrew, they're finished. He will never be able to show his fucking face in this country ever again. I've got your back, Andrew, mate, I promise you. Right, I know you're a victim. Right, and everyone knows that you've got learning difficulties. That's why I put that video up of him fucking saying to you, no, do it like this. He's a fucking bully, mate. But he's been told to do it. That's his job. This is what he's been paid to do.
I was scared of Bill, you know. I wasn't at first, because I thought he was a good person.
Yeah.
But it works like a group. I know it sounds silly, this, but they're like somebody. It reminds me of like what a paedophile would be like.
Yeah. Groomer.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. He was grooming me into saying these things about me.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly and it sounds pathetic from somebody my age saying this, but...
No, he was grooming you. Taking advantage of you is what he was doing.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It was like...
Well, I'm going to destroy him for what he's done.
You know, like...
I'm going to fucking destroy him, Andrew. I told you, man, we've had a lot of conversations in the past, and I told you, mate, like, I'll do what I say I'm going to do.
I was fearing him because he says that, well, once you said something like things like as well. Like how things were said, like in interviews when I got to his house. Look, I've got all these tapes from Brian that we did on these rehearsals, and this is how it's going to play out, Andrew. He said, "You're going to cooperate and tell me, right, and give me the answers and these names and everything, or I'm going to expose all those tapes which was doing that you know and I know wasn't proper tapes because we weren't even supposed to be doing the tapes. We're just rehearsing and practicing and mucking about."
Yeah.
This is what he said in this. That's the first time I went to his house.
So he's threatened you, basically.
Yeah, and he said, stop being mucking me about now and just say yes to these names and just say yes and cooperate the names that we want you to cooperate with.
Yeah. What a cunt. I knew it anyway, but I just wanted to hear you say it.
All these things back, and then he's got all these tapes, and he's got a load of, and he's got like he's got like probably 200, 300. I don't know how many hours me and you were talking on your tapes.
Yeah.
And like me, you and your friends, like we just sat there talking, having some drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everything, just chilling out. And some stuff you did record, some stuff you said you don't mind, and I knew that we're being sort of...
Yeah, we all know, man, because we said, like, you know, like, I mean, we all knew that we was recording when we sat down.
It changed completely when it was just us three, when he was out of the room, didn't it? And it was a bit more relaxed.
Well, you could see that you was comfortable with us, but when Bill's around and that, you're on edge.
I felt in a situation, I felt like
trapped. I know you did.
I felt really rolled down, trapped, because Angler's been a name said, and it came from Bill's. And
yeah, he's put, listen, I know, he's put you up to it, innit, at the end. Bill Maloney has fucking put you up to it, and we know that.
See, what I said on tape is true, but the name and stuff like that, I couldn't say 100% if that was the guy. If I was just stood up in a court, maybe that's what they wanted, and then it's like, if I stood in the corner and said, how could I say 100% if people changed up, even I've changed in my looks and stuff.
Yeah. But when we showed you the picture, you said, yeah, but Bill's made you say that, basically.
Well, Bill showed me some photographs that to say yes to.
Right.
And when you showed me a photograph, you showed me a photograph before you said the name.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Well, no, we said about the name, and then Mick said, get my phone, and I got the phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what you're saying is, Bill had already showed you who to say yes to.
Well, Chris had done that when he'd come down. Previous, he'd come down to have a chat to me and everything previously before you lot came down, because Bill had sent him down. So
they planned it all out how it was going to go, basically.
We're on in the... I know it sounds...
Yeah.
No, it's not what...
It's all right, Andrew. Andrew, listen, mate. I want you to know. I'm not trapping you. I'm not trapping you.
It seemed to go like. It was like. The names was just being fired off from that day on. Out of anywhere, names I didn't even recognise.
Yeah.
And.
But what I'm saying is the bottom line is that Bill and Chris have put you up to saying names of things that are not true. That's what I'm saying.
It was. I'd say more Chris Fair was doing it more than Bill, but Bill was certainly backing him up and just as certainly was encouraging it and was just as guilty as him. And it was Bill that made me feel really scared around.
Yeah, Bill's the one that does the intimidating, and Chris is trying to. And I'll tell you why I know Chris Faye. Chris Faye is probably the one behind the Richard Mallett line, because when you give out when you do the list and he goes he's reeling off the list and you're going yeah no, and Chris Faye's going confirmed, right? At the end of it, when Bill goes Andrew has slept with many different people, very prominent people, people from the banking industry, blah 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 industry, very important people, and Chris Fay goes, and lawyers. There was only one lawyer on that list, Richard Mallett. There was only one lawyer on that list, and Chris goes, and lawyers, and Richard Mallett is the lawyer, and you don't know Richard Mallett.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So they've made you say yes to Richard Mallett, and that is because of what I said to you.
They're playing with what little evidence that I had, which is like proper evidence from the 1980s that we put all out of my book, and then they're putting names to, because I didn't have names. You're telling me that, like, in the care system and everything, we don't watch what's in the latest pace. We didn't even know hardly who the Prime Minister of the day is.
Yeah.
You know, like when we're in, you don't watch that sort of thing when you're in kid, do you really? You know?
No, I didn't know who the fuck, what politician.
What I mean?
No, you don't take notice of that when you're a kid.
For somebody out of government or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known he was out of government. I'd have known he'd had a bit of money, he'd have drove a nice car.
Yeah.
You know.
But you wouldn't have known who they were.
And they wouldn't certainly give you the name, they wouldn't put it in writing, big letters, the name, the full name.
Yeah, definitely not. Well, if anything, they'd have been using a fake name if they was going to a brothel or something, you know what I mean? They would.
Names come from the telephone numbers that I'd got. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
But that all came from Jill Priestley and well, not necessarily, actually all come through Jill, but they came through the newspapers back in 1990. The names came onto the things then.
Yeah.
You know, onto everything that I had. They tied the bits together to the diary.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't have known their names when you was a kid. What kid knows fucking politicians' names? Do you know what I mean?
No. And I think anybody, like, I'm not dismantling or disfiguring any victims or all, but I think there's a lot of people that genuinely, that are being brought in deliberately to, like, and I think it's mainly being done by this Gazaro news and newspaper,
Exaro, yeah, Exaro.
I think they've done, and they come out all good for victims of abuse, but...
Yeah, whole thing was a setup, mate. Whole thing.
Part of the setup.
Yeah, whole thing was a setup because one of the journalists from Exaro came round to see me, and his name was Tim Wood, and not only was he ex-News of the World, but he's a good friend of Ian Puddick, who interviewed you in in Bill Maloney's flat that time. Yeah. So they're all in on it together, mate. You know, and they're playing you. They've played me. And the bottom line is why they're playing everyone is because they need to discredit you so badly because you're holding some truth about someone they're trying to protect. That's it. It's no deeper than that.
That and the fact that something come back up what happened in 1990s.
Yeah.
That they want buried.
Yeah, they want it buried. That's the bottom line. That is all that this is about. And the fact that I had evidence against Rupert Murdoch and the News of the World, and one of the fucking journalists that hacked me was working at the Express at the same time as you done that interview with James Fielding. This proves to me that Bill Maloney and Chris Fay and Ian Puddick are involved in trying to discredit me. Right,
by the main newspapers.
They wanted.
People like you are putting out fake news. You're not putting out the fake news. It's them that's doing the fake news.
Yeah, and they needed me.
Comes out of the mouth of the guys. You know, like.
They needed me to put out the fake news, Andrew, so that I could look like a liar. Right, get all these names wrong that they've made you feed me, and then no one was going to listen to my phone hacking evidence, which is on paper, which is as real as you like. I've got Rupert Murdoch banged to rights. I've got him, and I've got the police, and I've got the Crown Prosecution Service, and I've got them so much that guy that interviewed you, Ian Puddick, later on said that I've called him names online and had the police come round and take my computers, so that they could go through all of the recordings that I had of you to see if they was in trouble. And what they didn't realise was that I backed up my computers many times and got them hard drives out of my house, and they'll never find them. Yeah, and it's all coming back to bite them in the arse now, mate, believe me, because Bill Maloney's going down.
Yeah, but would he go down? he's one of these people that he's like the kid that starts a fight in the playground, then he runs away and somebody else gets a blame for it.
He's not getting away, man.
Big smirk that gets away with it all the time.
He's not getting away. He's not getting away with it. And the bloke that he's... See, the thing is the guy, the whistle-blowing policeman who's come out, John Wedger, when did you first meet him?
Actually, I don't know if I've seen him in 1990. I could have done it.
Not in 1990, like more...
I could have met him in 1990. I don't know. It's possible. I don't know.
No, I mean later on.
But I certainly got to know of him through Bill Malone.
Yeah, but at what point did you meet him? Did you see him at Bill's flat? You must have seen him at Bill's flat when you've come down.
He came down. You're on about this. You're on about a police officer who.
Yeah.
He's not an ex-police officer who I saw with the first time. There's about 3 different police officers I've met with Bill Malone.
Yeah.
There's the retired police officer, him who people try to discredit a bit. Some stuff he said is probably true. Some stuff is probably exaggerated, if you know what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but the one that's doing the walking about and Bill's filming him, the recent thing. When did you meet him? Did you meet him at Bill's flat?
I think he may have turned up at Bill's flat one of the interviews, yeah, but not for long.
Yeah.
For about 20, 30 minutes, half hour.
Was that on the same time as that when that Ian Puddick guy was there?
No, different time.
Different time.
But there again, we met up when he met me one Friday off the train. We went to a pub just around the corner from the train.
That's right, I remember you saying, yeah.
And I think it could have been, pretty sure that was when I first met that guy.
Right, yeah.
And he brought me a pint and we sat down and we talked. We were there for about 2-3 hours.
Yeah, because he comes across like a nice guy. But the thing is he's not a nice guy because he's threatening me online. Telling me to shut up. He's threatening me, the geezer. So now I'm going to fucking ruin the cunt. I'm going to absolutely ruin him. Because he's playing like he's a nice guy.
If he's ex-police, like, then he's going to have some friends in high places, so you have to be careful.
No, he can fuck his friends in high places. I don't care, man. I'm going to expose him. Because, you know what I mean? But he's playing it like he's a good guy, but he's trying to set me up. And then when I'm talking about stuff, he's online telling me to shut up. If I've got
evidence... I haven't actually done anything, well, not to my face. I could be wrong, you know, but he just seemed a nice guy to me, you know, like... Yeah,
that's what I thought. I thought he was a nice...
He said anything bad to me, to my face at all.
No, me neither, not to my face, but just recently online, because obviously I'm going for Bill Maloney, and I would have believed this guy, because he's on that commission, isn't he, talking about whistleblowing and that. Have you seen it?
Yeah, but all that commission is just a Duke Mary will tell you to tell. They do it every time. They've done it for centuries. Every time something gets uncovered all out, they put a committee up of a load of people, yak on for months and years. Lawyers make loads of money out of it.
Yeah.
It's a money-making thing by lawyers and God knows what.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then you get people who don't make money out of it, like, who sit on the committee as well.
Yeah.
And then they talk about a load of things and they say, he's saying that big box of flats that's burnt down in London. Nothing will get done. Nothing will ever get done.
Yeah, Grenfell Tower.
Yeah, nothing will get done.
I know.
We've got a committee now of people who sit there and talk and say all the base. But do you think the people at the top are going to really be listening to it?
No, that was done. I believe it was done on purpose.
There's going to be a big posh private block of flats going to be built there or something.
Yeah.
I bet they don't even allow poor working class people to move into it.
I bet that's what they done it for, to get all the poor people out of there.
Yeah, and why did they pass? Why well, it's just stupid, isn't it? And fire safety and everything's all wrong.
Yeah, all the cladding and all that up the building.
How did it get there in the first place?
Well, it was put there. There was a documentary from the 80s that's online.
Who was in charge? Who's in charge of the country now? She was part of it all, wasn't she?
Theresa May.
Yeah, she was part on the bench of all that, wasn't she?
Oh, she's a cunt anyway. Fucking cunt. She looks like Zelda, man, out of Terrorhawks. Fucking thing.
Just as bad as it was.
Well, she didn't want to talk to me either.
Yeah, the way they make people all the poor are poorer because of them. They're really, really bad. They're really terrible to people.
Yeah. Well, I can see what they've done to you, and they should be looking after you, not fucking sending people in to fucking intimidate you and make you discredit yourself. It's disgusting. Like I said before, it's disgusting, Andrew. Look.
You know they do that with people who are genuine victims, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
They used to say, well, do it sort of our way and everything, and people keep believing you. But if you break step and don't do it sort of our way, then
they intimidate you.
They'll believe you. You'll be discredited, and if you're discredited and everything, then.
Do you know what? Now they won't be able to discredit you now, Andrew. I promise you, mate. They can't discredit you no more. Everything you've told me just confirmed what everyone already knows. Bill Maloney's a wrong 'un. All of these people are agents, and what they.
But with me, it's like it's become first. I'm thinking like you've got your thing with the media and everything, because they've really stitched you up and everything bad.
Oh, proper.
But they've brought me into your argument now as well. So
I know.
They're also using you to discredit. And this goes back, and I know this goes back to 1990.
Yeah.
I know that, and I just know that, you know, like.
Yeah.
Well, I know what we did in Amsterdam and everything. You know, and we know that NAPEC had been booked and stuff as well at the same time.
Yeah.
And I know that I knew NAPEC, but, you know, Mary won't go down and go for compensation or like that, because she just wants to do it, because it's too much hassle, but.
Yeah. No, I knew Mary was going to be the one. Listen, Andrew, just stick with Mary, right? You won't go wrong with Mary. You won't.
I want to just tell her. I've been like, I feel they trod on so much and everything. Like before, like with all the abuses was a thing in the past and everything.
Yeah.
But everything that's got up and now again, it's like being abused again. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel just as I feel mucky because I've been used for like trying to get you down, but you've been used to trying to get me down as well. But
yeah, they've played us off against each other, but they've been caught out. That's the main thing. You know, they've been caught. There's no getting away from it now. Someone.
God knows who pretending to be me online, because that wasn't me, and I'd love to know who that were. But
I reckon it was Bill.
We'll probably close that down.
I reckon it was Bill.
Yeah, but Chris could do that sort of thing, couldn't it?
It could be Chris. Yeah. I didn't think of that. It could be. Yeah. It could. Yes.
Chris
Yeah.
Grudge on me, you know.
Yeah. It could.
Like I've pulled the plug. It blames me for pulling the plug on him, going against him with Panorama. You know, like I didn't go against him with Panorama. I had no control with Panorama. Really.
No, I know you didn't. That's why they dubbed your voice.
Panorama was ever shown on Panorama. Yeah, my figure was shown, but like you say, my voice was changed.
Yeah.
And therefore, some of the things I was saying was changed.
Yeah, they made you backtrack on everything. You know what I mean? To make you look like a liar, to make you look like you come out with stuff. And then go back on it, which is why Bill made you say that David Icke had fucked you, and then the interview with him in his house and that, he makes you say no, David Icke didn't fuck me, he made the kids fuck me. But where Bill's fucked up is I sent it to David Icke.
I know you've sent it to that, I've seen it on the thing there.
Yeah.
I would have put if I'd known you were going to do that and we're talking, I'd have just told you straight how that came about, because with me, you know, saying that, how that came about is, because I know now why that were afterwards, because he told me I came out afterwards in an argument at his flat.
Yeah.
You know, like, David Icke, like, had built, apparently filmed one of his conference things.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Many years ago.
Yeah.
And Bill filmed it, apparently. And
Brixton, that was.
He was there all the time and all the day. And Bill says he didn't get any money out of it or any thank you for it. And then the People's Channel came on. Do you remember the People's Channel?
The People's Channel. Yeah, the People's Voice.
Saying this, like, and Bill wasn't even getting a look on. He wanted to be part of the People's Channel.
Yeah.
And so that's when. That's how, and he had a grudge against he had a grudge against him. You know, like,
He wanted to try and take his channel off him.
well, I don't know about take the channel off him. He just wanted to destroy him because it's like he was jealous and mad. But I didn't know.
Yeah.
Actually, his name came from Bill first, like.
Yeah. What on that list when he told you to say about that? So he's put you.
That list was like a list that they said and it confirmed in fact, you know, like, you know, but I didn't really know much about Brian, I didn't really know about him much then. I didn't even know he had that channel because I hadn't looked at him properly then.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know it sounds silly, but I hadn't looked at that. I've looked at him a lot now.
Well, it don't sound silly because we know that Bill was putting you up to it. We know that.
So the name, like, I didn't know the name, but I didn't realise it was him that Bill was on about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you don't even know the bloke, do you?
I didn't know the bloke.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's put you up to it to make you say the name.
He says the name, and then I realised after I said the name, and then I was thinking, and I sent an email to, I don't know if it got to him, to try to warn him that Bill must want after a family thing, and I had it out with Bill, because Bill recorded it, and I said I didn't want him to use it, and he says, oh, well, you said it now. Because he recorded something, and afterwards I said, actually, you just put things into me, I don't want to say that, because it's not true.
Bill looked like he was on cocaine that night when he was doing that interview with you. Have you ever seen him sniff any gear or anything?
Well, he smokes. He says he don't, but he does, and he drinks.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we fucking look at that night when we was in the cabin. I thought he didn't drink anymore. He was drinking that night for sure.
He's doing more than drink. Yeah.
Well, we was puffing weed. I've given up the weed now. It's been 2 months.
Oh, that's good.
I've got a fucking drug test here right in front of me that I've bought off of eBay. It's all packaged up. You can hear it in the packaging. It's all proper wrapped and that. It's a proper medical one. Because what I'm gonna.
Well, you should pass that, and hopefully when you pass it.
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not on drugs anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Andrew. I'm going to sit there and I'll do it all in one shot as well, so people know that there's no edit, no nothing. I'm going to do it, leave it on the table in front of me, it being shot of the camera the whole time, and then I'll show it to the camera and say, look, I'm not on any fucking drugs. You know what I mean? Let's see if Bill Maloney wants to take a drug test. I'm going to fuck him. I'm going to absolutely fuck him, Andrew, for what he's done. He's an absolute cunt for doing what he's done to you and for what he's done to me. And he's going to pay the price, because I'm not scared of him. I'm not scared of him.
We should get him on Kelly, what was it, Cal?
Jeremy Cole.
Yeah.
A fucking lie detector test. Fucking lie detector test to be going off proper, mate. He wouldn't do it, mate. You'd never get him to do that. He'd shit himself.
I would do it to say that to prove that you know what I mean? I would have done that with him.
Yeah.
And that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, listen, maybe one day later on, you know what I mean? And plus,
you don't need to go down that line really, but I'm just...
No, you don't need to. But like me with this drug test, I'm going to do this drug test to show people, look, mate, I'm not on drugs. I've been open and honest that I used to smoke weed, and
yeah, but I can't get my head around that. Like, we have Amy, she died now, hasn't she? She's a brilliant singer, that woman, was it, Winnie, what they call her, she was always on drugs, wasn't she? She worked on drugs.
Oh, fucking Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, brilliant singer.
Yeah, she was.
Good singer and everything, but,
yeah.
You know, like, what did the music industry get rid of her? Because she had that problem.
Well, they've made it look like, because they showed us her problem so much, we're assuming, aren't we, that she done it to herself. But it wouldn't surprise me, mate, to be honest with you. Fucking anything's possible with these cunts. Mm-hmm. Anything's possible. Oh, they might have done.
Rid of her for having that problem. And yet you had a good voice, and the moment that you say something, so you must have had your card over. I reckon they must have marked your card way before that day. Well,
that was my card being marked.
Up to some extent without realising it.
Yeah, no, I realised it was all the way back to what I said with what I found out with Tom Watkins.
Even that you've had a bit of depression and stuff, being down and stuff, and it got you down.
Yeah.
But it don't mean that you're a bad person or you're thick or you're mental or retarded or lot like that.
Well, people are starting to see that now because the way that I'm piecing all the evidence together. Have you seen the interviews?
Yeah, some of them I have.
There's a new one up now. If you go on my YouTube, there's another one up now.
See that website, you put that police state thing up, and I thought, oh, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
You had it up wrong, and then it's got being taken. That's when I saw these emails up with me, and I thought, well, not emails, it was some thing, I think it was on, I don't even know what you got it off, I don't know even what platform it was on, but that conversation you're supposed to be having with me, and it wasn't with me, I can tell you now.
Which one we talking about?
You know, this is the police state website.
Oh, right, no, you're talking about on my old Twitter what they had taken down.
Yeah, well, who's taken that down?
They took, well, that's Twitter, but then see the guy that interviewed you, that Ian Puddick in Bill's flat? It's him. He's MI5. He's MI5, Andrew. This is where this is all coming from. You being discredited, me being brought to you.
It makes sense why Bill knew all about the camera, well, with my house being booked and everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'm telling you, Andrew, they're MI5.
And I was being played against the firm big police officers that were new, mate, they don't even realise.
And you know,
some of them, the good officers.
An Operation Fairbank.
I was saying that I was double crossing by. I never ticked you lot off my place for booked.
No, it was Bill that said that to me.
So I mean, how did he knew before they even came to?
Well, he knew because he got Ian Puddick, the same guy who interviewed you, to get us filming equipment, and also in the box was that bug detector. That's not really a bug detector; it was a radio frequency detector. But all this came from Ian Puddick. So there you go.
Stunt, really. It's a big false stunt to really do you harm, big harm.
Yeah.
Supposed to do me really big harm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, both of us, mate. Both of us. We're both supposed to fucking.
And Bill just walks away like he's like a firework, and he stepped back and he just going, well, he's laughing in our face. You know, that's how it feels to me.
He ain't laughing anymore, mate.
That's how it feels to me.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you and all that.
No, mate.
I feel annoyed and angry at you, because I did blame you a bit, because I thought you were part of it. But it only went through, it didn't go through my mind for long. And I'm sorry. But
no, it's fine, Andrew. Andrew, I don't blame you, mate.
Doing the same with me for a little while.
Yeah.
Now. You know, you getting your head around things, and then...
Yeah, well, I've caught them out. They thought I was some depressed little idiot, and I've outsmarted a lot of them, is the truth. That's the truth, and they don't like it. But it's tough now, because everyone knows, and I've exposed them. And I said, what I said to you before, Andrew, I promise you, mate, I am not here to turn you over. If anything, I want to help you. I want you to be able to tell your story. I want you to be able to have the truth out, so you ain't got to live in fear. I'm going to prove you right on Bill Maloney and these people were setting you up because you're telling the truth, and you've been pulled from fucking pillar to post, and these people have abused you, and it's disgusting what they've done to you. It is disgusting, and me, what they've done to me. But they're gonna.
Yeah, it's disgusting, you know. Like I feel more for you, because I won't want to. I always thought I always liked your music, your group did and everything, and
yeah.
Because I grew up in that area, didn't I, in the 90s and stuff like that, and before and stuff. So I listened to your group.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I wouldn't have wanted to.
Listen, I know you didn't want to do me any harm. I know. Listen, between me and you, Andrew, I promise you, mate, I'm your friend. I'm not here to turn you over, and I don't blame you for anything. Just know that I don't blame you, and I'm going to get you made right now, is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure people know what has happened to you, what they've done to you, and how they fucking screwed with your mind, and they wanted to play us off of each other. So you're going to be made right. You know, I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to do that for you, and I've told Mary I'm going to help Andrew. Right.
Another thing I can't get my head around, like I was doing the markets when I first met you and everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't a limited company, but yeah, I'm registered as a limited company. Well, I've never had any documents to say I'm a limited company.
Yeah, they'd registered
registered me as a limited company.
Pound Zone land.
Yeah, but it was just a market store. I wish I was Pound Zone land, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, you fucking have a few quid, wouldn't you?
I would have been living in a little shitty hired house, you know what I mean? On by council.
Yeah.
I'd have lived in a nice thing where I'd been living in a big posh house.
Yeah.
Swimming pool, God knows what.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd have had chains of shops all around, you know, how big Pound World Sand is.
Yeah.
Well, it was one time over.
Well, the timing gave them away. Because after I've spoken to you and all that limited company went up a little while later. It was them. I knew that. Andrew, I knew it was them. I knew it weren't you.
My address on it.
I know.
It's my address to make it look like it was me. So they've been really, really clever, these people. Like, they do everything to make it 100% like they're setting me up.
Yeah. Well, that's what you said. That's what you said in the beginning. And you've covered your back because you said that on the Express thing. I think they're trying to set me up, and I said, yeah, they are trying to set you up. I know they were trying to set you up because you're telling the truth. Because whoever the politician was that came to you back when you was younger, they know. So that's what we've got in common. We've both seen something that we shouldn't have done.
Yeah, but I got that. My politician. One of my politicians, I did get him. He got caught out by the media at the time, and it was all in the paper in Amsterdam at the same time I was in Amsterdam, and it was done like on the Sunday paper.
Yeah.
I wish I had a copy of it. I haven't got a copy of it.
Might be able to find out who he was if we do a bit of digging.
Yeah, but under my name, you know, like just it was in that because they didn't put my name. They didn't put my name on anything that hardly that was did when I was in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Because I was too good a witness or something. The people were saying I'm too important.
Well, the police. The police have said that to me as well because I've had Operation Fairbank round here twice. I've had Operation U-Tree round here with Special Branch. That was the first time they came round. But one of the DC Tony Atkin, his name is, and he said to me,
character he is.
do you know that one?
Oh yeah, I've seen him. He's been around. I met him. Yeah.
Tony Atkin, yeah.
Yeah, he's just.
I've got him on tape anyway because he's saying to me, obviously, Brian, you know, we can't confirm whether Andrew is or isn't, you know, a witness and that.
They haven't done anything wrong. None of them. I can't say any of them have done anything wrong.
No, they got taken off of it. I think.
The people who were the good officers got taken off.
He's saying he's never heard of an Operation Fernbridge before.
Yeah, but it's there. It's in black and white. It really did happen.
Fernbridge.
That's the one that did. Well, don't you get it? Fernbridge is part of the guest house and everything with 1990s.
Fernbridge was part of that one.
And I think that some of that might be how much did I know about guest house. Well,
Yeah.
I don't talk about guest house. I never really have about like from the Apex.
Yeah. No, because Mary's told me that you was in NAPEC at the same time. Chris Fay was there and Carol Kazir was there, and then Carol Kazir.
That was going off when I was there.
Yeah.
You know, but well, just around because it's like now 1989, 90.
Yeah.
I wasn't there just in 1990, but for some reason it looks like I was just there in 1990. It also looks like I was in London
Yeah.
for 2 months. I was in London for more than 2 months. You know, I was in London a lot longer than 2 months.
Yeah.
You know, but
Do you know one of the things? I'll tell you one thing that I've got going round in my head. Yeah, just one thing which doesn't seem to make any sense. Well, I think I know. Tell me what you think of this, right? I noticed that Bill and them lot kept trying to get you to talk about Sidney Cook, right? And Sidney Cook was supposed to be coming out of prison at the end of 2014. We're now in.
never would have come out of prison.
I think he's already dead, Andrew.
Yeah.
I do. I believe that. I
don't know if he's dead or not.
I reckon they've killed him, and I reckon because it.
Really, really poorly, and he was like dying.
What did you actually see?
He couldn't even speak.
What did you actually see him? Yeah.
I didn't actually go physically in to see him. No, I was in Ireland. I did go to the island.
Yeah.
And I did go to the prison where he was because he was dying, and I didn't get to see him.
Right. Yeah, because they're making out like I reckon they fucking already killed him because he hasn't come out of prison, and it hasn't been announced that he's dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was an announcement of his death, but they did it quietly. He got buried when they released him to a town. He was buried. I think. Well, I don't know if he is dead, right? I'm saying he is dead.
Yeah.
Because I think he is dead because there's nothing else on.
Yeah. He must be. He must be.
Right. But if he is dead, he's going to be registered as dead, and there'll be something in a paper somewhere about with his name from the town where he was born, because that's where he said he almost wanted to be buried.
Yeah.
So they would have done the burying, they'd have registered the burying there to take everybody off the fact that he's dead, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because if you look on Wikipedia, it's like he's still.
Pulling wool over people's eyes like media do.
It's like he's still in prison. If you're looking online and all that, there's nothing about him being dead, and it's like he's.
Yeah, but look how old he'll be now anyway.
I know, but they should have announced, you know what I mean, the child killer Sidney Cook had been dead. Like, you would have thought they'd have announced it, but you got to ask yourself.
Well, it'd be over, is it, well, it's over 80 now.
Yeah, but it should have been 90.
You know, like, he's still alive.
I mean, you're coming up to 50 now, aren't
I
you?
was really poorly last time. It was too poorly for me to go and see him. I went there because I wanted to get some questions, but I never got them. I spoke over the phone, but I said that, and he couldn't hardly, I don't even know it was him I was talking to.
Yeah. Yeah.